Today's video, we're breaking down the 3 different levels of mouth guards depending on if you just started football, you're getting into it, or you want to be like the pros. Here's 3 different levels you need to consider. We're going all the way from budget friendly to what the pros actually wear and that you can pick up for yourself. All right, let's jump into it. All right, level 1 is going to be the boil and bite that the team gives you. Now, these are the mouth guards that have the dreaded tether on them. They're like maybe 50 cents if you want to go pick one up from the store, and these things are absolutely dreaded. Now, I get why people that are new to football wear this and it just is a turnoff, but there's not a lot you can do because they need a cheap option they can give you. Now, it's the most basic option because they give the exact same mouth guard to every player. They call it boil and bite because you go home, you put it in boiling water, you put it in your mouth, and it does mold to your teeth. However, it is super big and super bulky. So the pros to this kind of mouth guard, they're super cheap, they're easy to find, and if you lose your other mouth guard and you just need one to pop in, not even molded, you could do that during the game and just go in and play. Here's the biggest con though, it's hard to breathe. Sometimes you literally gag on them. They never fit well, they're too thick, you can't talk. Overall, they are just a terrible mouth guard. Now, after we go through the other 2 levels, we'll break down why you'd actually want each of these, so stick around for that. All right, level 2, we're looking at the brand name mouth guard. So these are going to be broken down into 2 subcategories. So the first is going to be boil and bite mouth guards from actual branded companies because they're just a little better quality and they have a couple nice features that you wouldn't get in those really basic ones. So if you're looking at something like this is a boil and bite from Shock Doctor. The nice thing is it has a tether that can come off, it's branded, it has some cool designs, it has a boil and bite pad on the inside, and it's overall just more comfortable and better fitting than those really, really cheap ones. They even also sometimes have active airflow channels now, so they make it a lot easier to breathe, but they are still a lot thicker, so they're not always easy to talk. Next up is going to be the lip guard style mouth guard, like this one I have here. So this is a mouth guard that you either can have a tether or doesn't have a tether, and it goes in your mouth, and there is no boiling or biting to this thing. So you just put it in your mouth and use it as is. The pros to this are you could get a new one off the shelf and put it in your mouth and use it that game because there's no boil and bite needed. So you can go through as many of these as you want. They also have a nice thick tether sometimes, which means it's less likely you're going to use it. And it is the same thing a lot of the pros wear. So if you want to be like your favorite player, you might be rocking one of these. Here's the biggest cons with this though. A lot of them, like this Vedex one, have almost no airflow channels, so it's hard to breathe.
Still can't talk in this thing.
So if you're wanting to do any talking, you always have to take it out. And overall, it's big, it's bulky, and there's just better options out there. And that's why only some of the pros use it. And that's where level 3 comes in. And what are most players wearing now? They're wearing this. It's a Tru Fit Customs mouth guard. And this is what it looks like. Where is it? It's right here. This is the mouthguard players are most commonly choosing to wear now. It's called the Tru Fit Customs mouthguard. It's made by Tru Fit Customs, and I absolutely love this thing. We made a video on it a couple weeks back, talking about why so many players are switching to it. The pros are the fit is flawless. You can talk easy, you can breathe, you can do everything that you would normally need to do in a mouthguard, but it's something you never want to take out of your mouth just because they've got the process dialed in. If you go watch that full YouTube video, we actually go in depth about the fitting process and how they do it at home, and they give you such a high quality fit at a reasonable price. So definitely go check that out. The only con is it does cost more money. If we're comparing it like the cheap options, we're looking at like $1 for the boil and bite, maybe $20 to $30 for the lip guard. This is $95. However, it's in a different category. It's what the pros are wearing. And if you're comparing it to a dentist level mouth guard, those are $300+. So if you're going the custom route, this is still the cheapest custom mouth guard you can get by far. And as you can see, there's just so many benefits to using something like this. Today's video is brought to you by Dryax. Now, if you're familiar with our channel, you've seen Dryax on a ton of guys across the NFL, including CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Ramsey, Justin Herbert, and Jamar Chase. But honestly, we could be here for a really long time if we went through every guy in the NFL that wears Dryax chin savers or their socks. And we actually have videos explaining how the technology works in the Dryax socks and the Dryax chin savers you can check out too. Essentially, Dryax is a company that specializes in moisture transfer and antimicrobial products. They sell the chin saver, which comes in the tube and the easy on and off version with that strip of Velcro. And they sell tons of different sock styles worn by different guys across the league. Here's how it works. The super hydrophobic Dryax fiber layer that rests against your chin is also infused with coupon copper. That copper releases millions of ions, which helps improve your skin's health and appearance. Worn regularly next to your skin, the coupon copper has been proven to improve your skin's elasticity, softness, appearance, tone, and texture. The most important part for me though is the hydrophobic fibers, which pulls all the moisture away from your skin, keeping you dry. This is why the socks are so popular in the league, keeping your feet dry and odor free. Now, if you want to learn more about Dryax socks and their chin saver covers, visit all the links down below where we have links to both of our videos we put out and their website. Again, thanks to Dryax for sponsoring this video. Back to it. So there's the 3 categories, and believe it or not, I do recommend all 3 depending on where you're at in your football journey. Category number 1, you're gonna be using this boil and bite mouthguard if you are brand new to football and you are just trying it out for the first time. You don't wanna spend any money on it, you might be here for a week. Go with the standard one, go home, make sure you actually boil it, because a lot of players, they don't, they just leave it as is. Go home, make it fit. You can even cut it down a little bit to make it fit better in your mouth. It's not the best thing in the world, but you can make it serviceable, at least for a little while. Brand name boil and bite mouthguards. This is something you wanna go with if you think you're gonna play out the whole season, right? You're gonna play the whole year, you might as well get something a little better, a little higher quality, and also it'll have a dental warranty. The standard Boil and Bite ones that are like 50 cents, they have no dental warranty. As soon as you go to like 30 bucks for one, you're getting like a $5,000 or more dental warranty. So go with that. It's a good backup plan. If you're gonna play at least the full year, go with that. Same thing for the lip guard. The lip guard is one that you can wear all the time. And again, a lot of the players do, but it's still not my favorite. Number 3, Tru Fit. You're someone that you know you are gonna be playing football for the next couple of years or playing any sort of sports that you need a mouth guard, go with the Tru Fit mouth guard. Also, if you're someone on the football fields that needs to be able to talk, you cannot talk with any of those other Boil and Bite mouth guards in your mouth. It's just not clear. But this one, you can very easily hear me the whole time. So if you're serious about football, if you're gonna play for a while, if you're gonna play any contact sport and you need one, go check out our full YouTube video because it gives you more in-depth info. But overall, Tru Fit Customs, my favorite mouth guard by far. And that's also why it's chosen by the pros. There you guys go. If you have any questions about any of the levels, leave a comment down below and I'll answer them all for the next couple of days. Gonna hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.